So you're filing for divorce, but you have doubts. Are the children actually yours? And if they aren't, are you still on the hook for child support? Well, in California, challenging paternity isn't as simple as buying a drugstore DNA kit. There are strict time limits known as statute of limitations and legal presumptions you must overcome. But in this video, we will address all of those. Hi, I'm Sina Mohajer with Mohajer Law Firm. We specialize in family law, estate planning, criminal defense, and personal injury. In these videos, I like to take complex legal issues and try to simplify them so you have a better understanding of your rights. So if you like what you hear today, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you're always informed of any new videos being posted. And without further ado, welcome to our series, A Walk in the Park. So what is a presumed parent? Well, in California, if you were married when the child was born, or if you signed a voluntary declaration of paternity, you are legally the presumed parent. That means the court assumes you are the father regardless of biology, until proven otherwise. And that burden of proof falls all on you. So as an important note, biology does not always equal legality. You can be the legal father with full financial responsibility even if you share no DNA with that child. So how can you go about requesting a paternity test? Well, first, you must file a request for genetic testing with the court. Now, this is usually done as part of the initial divorce filing or even the parentage petition. And as stated earlier, there are statute of limitations. Generally speaking, in California, you only have 2 years from the child's birth or from when you knew or should have known about the existence of this child to challenge that paternity. So if you wait too long, the court may rule that maintaining the parental relationship is in the best interest of the child, locking you into child support for 18 years. So as a legal tip, never sign a voluntary declaration of paternity at the hospital if you have any doubts whatsoever. It is very difficult to undo later. If the court grants the test and it proves you are not the biological father, you may be able to disestablish paternity. Now, this can terminate child support obligations moving forward and remove any and all custody rights that you may have. But to every rule, there's usually some exception. If you've acted as the father for years and the child views you as such, the court may still hold you responsible under the doctrine of parentage by estoppel. So it's not always as simple as you may think. But what happens in a situation where you did sign the voluntary declaration of paternity, but under false pretenses of being told by the mother that this child is yours? Well, the courts tend to be more lenient or forgiving on the statute of limitations if you can show fraud. Now, proving fraud, meaning the mother intentionally lied to you versus a mistake, is legally difficult and completely different. This is where an attorney would be most useful. We can help you file the specific motion to set aside a voluntary declaration or judgment of paternity. We can also ensure you don't accidentally miss the statute of limitations while waiting for informal test results. But note, home DNA tests are not admissible in court. It may be helpful to take an at-home test for your own curiosity, but when it comes to challenging paternity in court, you will need a court-appointed test in order to establish or disestablish paternity. So if you're going to take away anything from this video, know that challenging paternity in California is a race against the clock. If you are a married father with doubts, you must act immediately upon filing for divorce, or you may be financially liable for a child that isn't even yours. So if you find yourself in a similar situation or know someone else who is, I welcome them to call our office for a consultation so we can discuss what options are available to them. And if the contents of this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit that like button and remember to subscribe so you're always informed of any new videos being posted.